Thank you for staying with us here on We Connect. I'm talking with Mrs. Ann Gonsalves. She's the Vice President of the All India Society for Multiple Sclerosis. She's here with me today because they are celebrating Multiple Sclerosis Day on the 25th. That's just a few days from today. Thank you for not going anywhere. You were talking about rather expensive form of treatment. You did say something like 5 lakhs for annual treatment.
Yes.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And what happens is the underprivileged just cannot dream of that type of money, nor that type of treatment.
Yes.
And there is no way we could get this drug. Originally the drug was imported, even now, but at subsidized costs. So what we do is we try to give them supplementary medicines to build up their nervous system. We give them physiotherapy, we give them counseling sessions. We try to rehabilitate them by giving them housebound, like a sewing machine to do tailoring or to do craft classes at home. We try to help their siblings by going to school. Whatever little way we can reach out to them, we do that.
Right. And what about numbers? Is there any way we can, you can tell me this many number of people in India are actually afflicted by multiple sclerosis?
Yeah. We can't give you definitive statistics because when the rich get it, they do not want to tell anybody about it.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's a middle.
Why? Is there a stigma attached or what?
One cannot really tell you why, but it's something like this. They just don't want anybody to know. It's a disease like anything else, but when it comes to MS, most of our rich people in India particularly, I've noticed, they don't want to be known nor to be identified. They don't even want our literature or our visits. They tell us, just don't take us off your list. We don't want to have anything to do with you.
That is amazing.
It's very funny. It's very funny. It's some sort of stigma. They have to feel something about it.
Right. So having said this, Anne, is there a way that one can make multiple sclerosis more known, and that people could be more aware of the condition, what it entails, what it involves, the kind of treatment, and what it really means, that there's nothing to be ashamed about if one is afflicted by MS?
That's where we come to advocacy and awareness. Follow?
Yes.
We are on the awareness part because in India there are about only 10,000 identified cases in our books.
Really?
And in Chennai, we've just got 162 patients.
There could be many more than that.
There must be many, many, many more.
Right.
The minute you get an article in a Tamil magazine or a Tamil paper, immediately you'll get 8 to 10 calls from the suburbs coming up saying, "Ma'am, we have got MS, can we come and see you?" But otherwise, within the city, it's very, very limited.
Really? Do you believe that is because there is a lack of awareness? Is that the reason?
Yes, I think awareness is a great minus factor in India. It's like this, nobody likes to talk about a disease. It's not acceptable, and more so when the person loses employment opportunities. Sometimes it ends up in divorce because it comes on suddenly. The need for creating awareness is so great to tell people this is just like any other disease.
Right.
And we don't call the MS person a patient, even though it's a lifelong problem. We always say MS person.
Right.
To make them feel this is just like anything else.
Right.
There's
But
nothing wrong.
when you say to me on the show, and that it's MS, for me MS could be different things.
Yes, sometimes they ask us, is it a degree?
Really?
Then sometimes if you go to a general physician, when you say MS, mitral stenosis, no doctor, this is multiple sclerosis, we have to tell him. And then sometimes we have to explain to the general practitioner what a multiple sclerosis entails.
Right. So would you say that your society at the All India level, as well as in the Chennai and the Tamil Nadu level, should be really focusing on the general practitioner who may not necessarily be that that acutely conscious of what this whole thing is about?
Yeah, we do meet with general practitioners, but our targets are on the neurophysicians because that's where we get our patients from.
Right.
They have their database, and then they take the consent of the patient. If the patient is ready to be met by us, they let us know and we go out and meet them.
One question, I cannot let you get away with this. When you go to physicians, are they willing to learn about it? Are they zealous? Are they wanting to?
Yes, they do. See, for them it has been one line in a textbook. And so when you...
What do you mean?
Yes, according to them, there's very little information on the general front in medicine. It's only when they go on to study neurology in particular that they come to know more about multiple sclerosis. And then the offtake also as a specialty in neurology is very limited. Very few take it up. So when we go and explain it to the general practitioner, most of them are very open, most open.
That's very interesting to hear. That is very encouraging, is
very
it not?
Encouraging, very encouraging.
Right. Next question is, in terms of, is it something that afflicts, from your experience, people in the urban area, or is it a rural, something that happens, in the rural areas?
It is no particular class, creed, distinction, area, nothing. The rich can get it, the poor can get it, the educated, the illiterate, makes no difference, it just comes up.
Right. What's the kind of research that is going on in the world today, in the world of medicine, about MS?
Yes, 150 years of research have been going on and still going on, and there seems to be some light at the end of the tunnel. Some people talk of stem cell therapy, some talk of the new CCVSI therapy, but what is most longed for is something which is not injectable. People are looking forward to tablets. An injection a week is so painful and so traumatic.
Is it?
They are looking forward to tablets at least. And there is hope. There
really?
is hope, yes.
So,
lots of drugs have been approved or being approved by the FDA. Probably take a year or two to come to India.
Right.
But again, it's not curing the disease, it's only stemming the progression.
Right. What about in our government healthcare system? Are they faced with a lot of people who have this condition? Is the government healthcare system, in point of fact, open to this?
See, because there's no epidemiology of MS in India, the government really is not very well aware of this disease. It's just like any other disease in the books of the government.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Going back to this question about awareness, and that seems to really be the focus of what you're doing in your work. Do you believe that it's the media that can actually make people know? You did say the newspapers. Do you think that really is the way?
Yes, see, dissemination of information is very important, particularly in the vernacular, because by way of English newspapers, you get all the material coming in on the internet, on the papers, telling you what are the progress in MS. But the vernacular, and then India is largely a semi-urban, rural population. When it goes out by way of media, it is so very helpful.
Right.
The minute you get a paper, they get to know about it, you will get a call next day, at least 10 calls.
Once again, asking you to hold on for just a short while. We'll get right back with you here on We Connect. So do stay right there with us.